Hey everybody, Colt Steel Bill coming to you from the old back room. Welcome to the Bob Gnarly 69 channel. Tomorrow's Easter, and I figured tomorrow afternoon after church I would go on an Easter egg shoot. An Easter egg shoot. Well, to be honest with you, I'm not sure what an Easter egg shoot is. But either way, it should be interesting, and I will video it. Right now, I'm just sitting back here, and I'm priming up some 45 brass. I'm going to load up some pretty good rounds. I've got some 240 grain jacketed hollow points. I'm going to load them up to about 1,100, 1,200 feet per second. I managed to make a pretty good score on some loading equipment, brass, primers, powder, bullets, whole 9 yards. I thought, they ain't doing me no good sitting on the shelf separated. So we took them off the shelf, and we're going to start putting them together. Really nothing else. Crap. I have to get that one later. Really nothing else going on. Thought I'd bring you with me and listen to a little bit of music. Maybe I can think of a joke to tell you. I will be back. All right, we're back. I was trying to think of a joke to tell y'all. Now, some of you service guys, especially Marine Corps and Army, you remember a little guy named Little Johnny. And as you know, Little Johnny was one disruptive little badass. And there's a slew of Little Johnny jokes out there. But I'm going to tell you my 2 favorite Little Johnny jokes while I put primers in this brass. One day, Little Johnny was out in the backyard. Now, you got to understand now, a lot of you young guys won't relate to this. But Little Johnny grew up in the 60s, late 60s, early 70s. Anyhow, Little Johnny was out in the backyard one day, and he had one of his little gas-powered Cox airplanes. And for those of you who don't know what it is, or what it was, well, it's a little gas-powered airplane, basically alcohol, I think, ran off of. And you could crank it up and it would fly, and you had a handle that you held, and off this handle you had 2 strings. And if you pull the handle this way, it would go up. It would shift the flapper in the back and make it go up. And if you pulled it this way, it would make it go down. And believe me, buddy, that son of a gun would go down. Anyhow, I have one. I had a lot of fun with it. Damn thing would get your fingers too, man, cranking it up. Had a little spring that you wound it up against. But anyhow, Little Johnny was out in the backyard one day, and he had his little Cox-powered airplane, and he'd crank it up, he'd fly it around a few times, and he'd land it, and he'd taxi it up to the back doorstep, and he'd say, "All right, all you MFs that want to get off, get off. All you MFs that want to get on, get on." Well, Johnny's mother was listening to him from the kitchen near the window, and she thought to herself, "Now there ain't no way in the world I just heard that boy say what he said." So Little Johnny, he cranked his little airplane up, and he flew it around a few times, and he landed it, taxied it up to the back doorstep. Told his passengers, he says, "All right, all you MFs that want to get off, get off. All you MFs that want to get on, get on." Well, this time Johnny's mother, sure enough, she heard him. She's like, "I can't believe that boy." So she hollered out to him, "Johnny?" He's like, "Oh shit, busted." "Yes, ma'am. Get in this house, boy." "Yes, ma'am." So he reluctantly came inside, and his mother says, "I can't believe you talk to your passengers like that." She says, "You go to your room. You are grounded for 1 hour." And she says, "You think about what you've been saying." And nope, make that 2 hours. He's like, "Yes, ma'am." So he goes to his room and he's grounded for 2 hours. A couple hours go by, and I'll think, crap, I just dumped my prime bullets into the thing where all my unprimed casings are at. So anyway, little Johnny comes back in his room and his mama says, "Have you thought about what you've said?" He says, "Yes, ma'am." She says, "Do you think that you could be nicer to your passengers from now on?" He says, "Yes, ma'am." She says, "All right, be nicer to your passengers and don't talk to them like that." He's like, "Yes, ma'am." So he goes back out in the yard to play. He cranks up his little airplane. He flies it around a few times, lands it, taxies it up the back doorstep. He cuts his eyes over the kitchen window where his mama is standing. He says, "All right, all you nice people that want to get off, get off. And all you nice people that want to get on, get on." He says, "By the way, all you MFs complaining about the 2 hour delay, you can talk to the bitch in the kitchen." Ha! You bad boy. I'll be back. All right, well, I pretty much separated, I think, everything that was primed out from that hasn't been primed yet. So we'll just continue. I'll just sort it as I go. Anyhow, that was my second favorite Little Johnny joke. My first favorite Little Johnny joke is this one. A lot of people don't know, a lot of people who understand Johnny jokes and have known about them for a long time, they don't know that Little Johnny got a little brother named Jimmy. Little Jimmy, a good kid. He's a real good kid, you know. He's not a little badass like his big brother is. You know, being about 7 years old, he's, had hit that mentality that little Johnny's got at 10. And at 10, little Johnny's a badass. So anyway, one morning, little Johnny, he's laying downstairs watching TV early in the morning. And little Johnny comes tippy-toeing down the stairs and walks up behind him and taps him on the shoulder and says, "Shh, come with me." So little brother gets up and they go upstairs and go down the hallway and they stop in front of Mom and Daddy's bedroom. And little Johnny looks through the keyhole and then looks at his little brother and says, "Shh," points to the keyhole. So little brother looks through the keyhole and he jerks his head back, pie-eyed and drop-jawed. And little Johnny looks at him and says, "That's right. That's the same bitch that whipped your ass for sucking your thumb." Let it sink in. Little Johnny, you bad boy. Anyway, like I said a while ago, tomorrow is Easter. And tomorrow afternoon, I'm going to go out to the farm. And I did a video recently on 9mm, and I did a video recently on 357s. And so tomorrow, I'm going to do the last video, and it's going to be on 45s. And I'm going to use my Charter Arms Bulldog, and I'm going to use my Taurus Raging Judge Magnum. Now, while I'm out there with Raging Judge Magnum, I see no reason whatsoever why I shouldn't go ahead and shoot the some 454 Casull rounds, because I've got quite a few made up. I got quite a few stored up, along with some very hot 45 Colts. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to swing in and try to put a smile on your face tonight, and I hope everybody's having a good weekend. And hit that like button if you will, share. What else can you do? Like, share, comment. comment if you will, if you'd like to. And other than that, Cold Steel Bill coming to you from the back room. Come into Cold Steel Firearms in Bonifay, Florida, and buy you a gun. We'll give you a good deal. Ask for the Cold Steel Bill special and tell us that you saw or heard about it on YouTube, and we'll work with you. We'll give you some. I'll give you a good deal. I'll probably have to pay for it some myself, but I'll give you a good deal. All right, guys. Love you, mean it. Au revoir, mi amigos. Adios. Bye.